Nobito Zenin, who was canonically faster than human Naoya, was still officially second to Gojo in speed. Of course, cursed Naoya is faster than Nobito, but the narrative gap that establishes Gojo as the fastest is still here, and no one from this era can bridge that gap. However, even if you don't agree that Gojo has objectively superior speed stats, we can just assume he blitzes using teleportation. And even if you still disagree with that, keep in mind that Naoya can't bypass infinity anyway, which means he would ultimately have to rely on his domain expansion. And once he opens his domain, he'd simply get destroyed in a domain clash. There's literally no way for Cursed Naoya to even hurt Gojo, let alone defeat him. Next for the bonus round. The allies in this colony include Hagane Daido and Rokujushi Mio. Daido isn't even a sorcerer. He's just a master swordsman. Meanwhile, Mio's entire gimmick revolves around bringing opponents into a sumo simple domain. Both of them were excellent plot devices to help Maki improve, but they have nothing that could threaten Gojo. They'd most likely just tire themselves out trying to bypass his infinity. Moving on to Tokyo number 2 colony. The two players we have here are Charles Bernard, the manga artist, and Hajime Kashimo, the strongest sorcerer from 400 years ago. Charles's technique involves using a G-pen to ink opponents. Once he draws blood from someone, he can manifest manga panels of them, allowing him to see frames of their future and fight accordingly. But unfortunately for him, he would stop at step 1, because infinity wouldn't allow him to wound Gojo. And even if Gojo decided to play along and let Charles mark him, Gojo is so superior that it wouldn't matter. He can neutralize Charles in countless ways before Charles even develops enough Jujutsu understanding to grasp what Gojo's capable of. Which brings us to the real meat of this colony, Hajime Kashimo. Kashimo became the strongest of his era without even needing to activate his cursed technique. This is because his cursed energy has the properties of an electric current, which puts his body in a constant state of electrification. This also makes his cursed energy reinforced physical attacks extremely difficult to defend against, since every hit shocks the opponent upon impact. However, the one time he actually used his cursed technique, he managed to force a weakened Sukuna to transform into his true form. The technique is called Mythical Beast Amber, a one-time ability that reconstructs his flesh in order to manifest electrical phenomena converted from cursed energy. These include electromagnetic waves that travel at the speed of light, but even with all that power, Gojo's infinity wouldn't let him through.